So, a very good afternoon to all of you. So, in today's lecture, we will be studying about the MOSFET. What are the various device structures of MOSFETs, IGBTs are, and its IV characteristics. So, metal oxide, silicon dioxide field effect transistor. This is the full form of a MOSFET is. And this frame, it is quite visible to all of you that four kinds of MOSFET are shown here. Okay. The first kind is the N-channel depletion type MOSFET. It means the channel that is formed comprises of electrons. That's why it is named as N-channel depletion type MOSFETs. Okay. After that, the second MOSFET that is shown here is the P-channel depletion type MOSFET. You can easily observe that a MOSFET consists of three terminals, okay, namely gate. This is the gate, okay, this is the diode, and this is the source. In the N-channel MOSFET, it is clearly shown that the current is entering through the drain, while in the P-channel MOSFET, it can be easily concluded that the current will go through the drain. Okay. Also, the arrow plays a very important role in deciding the type of MOSFET. You can see that in the P-channel MOSFET, the arrow is pointing outside the body. Yes. While in the N-channel depletion type MOSFET, the arrow is pointing inside the body. Okay. So this was the basic structural difference between the N-channel and P-channel depletion type MOSFETs. Okay. Now coming to the drain and gate source characteristics. Okay. The drain current and the gate source characteristics, these are basically termed as the transfer characteristics. Yes, because these are relating the gate source voltage with the drain current. I think it is quite clear up to this point. It is quite clear. Now, the observation is that the triggering voltage for an N-channel depletion type MOSFET is the positive one, because only when the voltage becomes positive, you can see that when the voltage is becoming positive, then the drain current is rising. Whereas for the P-channel depletion type MOSFET, it can be concluded that when the voltage is negative, then the drain current is rising. Now, most of the MOSFET that we use is the enhancement type MOSFET. The basic difference between an enhancement type and a depletion type MOSFET is that in the enhancement mode, the channel is supporting itself. Yes, the channel width will be supporting itself. It will increase, while in a depletion type, the conduction basically flows when the channel is depleted. Enhancement type means that the drift region, the channel, as we go on increasing the gate source voltage, the channel will be enhanced. Yes, the channel will be enhanced. So it is termed as enhancement type MOSFET. While in the depletion type MOSFET, the channel length decreases. Now, coming to the basic structure of the MOSFET, This is very clear that this is the source field oxide. Between the source is a metallic body, okay, it is of metal, this comprises of metal. After that, this is the field oxide, okay, the silicon dioxide. Again, this is a gate oxide, and above gate oxide is the gate conductor. Now have a look at this, N plus, N plus, N plus, N plus. This plus, what does this plus symbolizes? I had already discussed in my previous lectures that this deals with the enrichment, the enriched quantity, the enriched quantity of our particular layer. Here in the N plus region, the concentration of free electron will be of the order 10 is to power 19 electrons per centimeter square. Yes, okay. Now coming back to the body part, that is of P. So N plus P region. After then comes the N minus, that is the drain drift region. It is quite evident that it is in the drain drift region where the layer will be formed and the conduction will commence. And this is the, you can see the last metal connected to the drain part. Now after the schematic construction of MOSFET, I will straight away come to the output characteristics. Have a look at this output characteristics. Output characteristics will be between ID and VDS, whereas the transfer characteristics was between the drain current and the gate source voltage. Now we can easily observe from this part that when the drain source voltage is less than the threshold voltage, then the MOSFET remains in the cutoff region. Yes, it will be in the cutoff region, whatever be the VDS, but it will not conduct. Now as we are going to increase VGS, as VGS is increased, have a look at this, VGS1, VGS2, VGS3, then subsequently the current will start increasing. The current will increase. Okay, have a look at this. The current is increasing, and up to a certain part, up to this region, the curvature region, okay, the increase is somewhat linear. Okay, this part is termed as the ohmic region. This is the ohmic region. That is, in this region, the current is increasing, okay, linearly. After that, as we move from the ohmic region into the active region, what we say as the active region, as the DS is increased further, we can straight away comment that due to the increase in the drain source voltage, the current, the drain current doesn't alter much. It won't have a serious impact on itself, or I can say that it is not going to vary too much. So it will be a straight curve as shown here, straight line. All the IDs, you can straight away look at this IDs, they are straight lines, 1, 2, 3, all are straight. After a certain value of VDS, that is a breakdown value, all the current, yes, current, all the drain current which cater to the different value of gate source voltage, that is ID corresponding to VGS1, VGS2, VGS3, VGS4, VGS5, all the IDs will start increasing rapidly. The increase will be very rapid and very violent, so that it may damage the device. Generally, in our case, we will operate the device in the ohmic region or in the cutoff region. Yes, we will not operate the device in the saturated region or active region. That is the truth. Okay, and one more thing is that the RDS on can be calculated by delta ID. Yes, that is because V equals to IR, so I is V by R. So delta VDS, the increase in DS divided by the increase in drain source current, that will give you the value of RDS. So I hope these things are clear. I will meet you in the next lecture. Till then, thank you. Bye bye.